Have you ever been in one of those weird situations where it's like somebody comes up to you and it's like, oh, hey, I'm that guy, and you just don't have no memory at all of who this person is?
Yeah, I faked it.
You faked it?
Oh, 100%, dude.
I didn't know how to fake it, dude. Like, because it was at the gym, so I was really in the zone. And of all things, someone from my hometown of Eagle Pass was like, "Oh yeah, like I used to go to your parties," and I was like, "That is the blackest of holes."
Someone from a church growing up. I remember they like it was I was in high school sometime, and he's like, "Oh hey, how's your mom doing?" I was like, "Shit, she's great." She was like, "Oh man, you still?" I was like, just talking to me, and I was like, "Dude, I know we have not met before," and I think he realized that like a few weeks ago. But after a while, I was like, "Yeah, she's good. Do we know each other?" I hate that feeling. I wish I had the balls to be like, "I don't know you," or "I don't remember you," but I don't.
Is it balls or just being mean? Because I didn't know what to do.
I feel like it's being mean, but also like there has to be. There's sometimes where I don't know if I was in that. Actually, no, because if I was in that situation, you better lie to me. Tell me that you know me.
I've had a dude call me out once, but I actually did remember him. That was the fucked up part.
What was the situation like? Like, you don't remember me at all, do you?
Yeah. It was at a bar. It was at Cooters.
Oh, no, Cooters is also a black hole.
Yeah. But it was a guy that I knew from the casino, and he had quit and moved on to some other job. I don't know where. But he was there for like a blip at the casino for a month maybe, and I was there for years. So he says hi to me, and I'm like, the gears are turning, and it finally clicks. And by the time it clicks, he's like, "You don't remember me, do you?" I was like, "No, yeah, I do. I actually do."
Dude, you're like, "It's from the casino, dipshit."
Yeah, you couldn't count, motherfucker.
You know how like they say your memory, like your brain only has so many memory slots for probably people that you can think of at a certain point. I definitely am deleting people from Eagle Pass. Is what I'm learning at this point.
Yeah, bro. Shit, my RAM does not have that much. I'm good.
Yeah, my favorite meme of that is a guy, like two guys at a party, and one's like, "Hey, I'm Jacob," and the guy takes like the word bubble, takes Jacob out, and tries to like put it in his brain, and it doesn't fit. And then you see his brain, and it's like people I like, the first 150 Pokemon, other stuff. And so Jacob doesn't fit in his brain, and he's like, "Hey, Jarvis."
See, that's how.
Do you want to hear the names of the first 150 Pokemon?
That's how it works, man. My mom, my family, not just my mom, but my family has always told me, it's like, "Man, you do a good job of just not trying to even put in effort in like memorizing something if you have no interest in." I'm like, "Who the fuck are y'all?" I'm like, it's all up in my house that I pay for, even though it was my mom's home. No, it wasn't that bad. But
actually, on that note, like your party was like 30 people, so the fact that you don't remember a lot of people also makes sense. Like your circle be big.
Oh man, I'm going. y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Like when I say y'all see me, like when y'all see me the most is out of people, and trust me, I'm not seeing that much. When I say y'all see me the most out of people, I'm going to a wedding in April for someone I've known on Discord only. Never met this person in life.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I tell you. Like, Michaela gets mad because she's like, "You have a bunch of different friend circles." I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. I can't help it. Like,
oh, I used to get in trouble for that.
I'm sorry. Like, guys can make friends in 2 minutes. Like, I'm like, hey. So I don't look at everybody as a threat. I can go up to someone and say, "Man, I like your beanie. Let's get a beer. Let's just do that."
Yeah, literally when we were at the Super Bowl party, we started making friends with the people in front of us just because it was like, oh, we are here culturally doing the same thing at this exact moment. Mm-hmm. I don't think I saw the girls do anything but look at their phone. Like it was.
That's what they do, man. I'll be like, so check it. Look, this is no call out to the lovely woman, female kind, woman race, or how do you woman. No call out to y'all. But let's not beat around the bush here and act like this very simple principle that making friends ain't that hard. Y'all just don't like people. And that's it. That's just plain and simple.
I don't like people though.
But no. They don't like people, but hang on to it. They can't hide the fact they don't like people.
Never try to understand women. Women understand women. They all hate each other.
You're right.
I think I know.
To quote the philosopher Al Bundy.
I know your inner workings. That's why I dislike you. But it's like no, because I got asked the question before. My girlfriend did ask me. She was like, "Oh, how do you have a pretty decent amount of friends, or like how do you have so many?" Because she was like, "We meet new people all the time," and like I've had the same like much like JJ. Like I've had. Like maintained a lot of friendships coming from my old hometown and stuff like that. And maybe it's a Texas thing. I don't know. I just told her, I was like, look.
Friendly state.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have, I've never had a friend fallout. It's never, the definition of a friend fallout to me is that shoot you in my phone. And if you text me, I'm going to look at you like, but I'm going to still reply back to you. Like, I don't know, just got to get a beer with someone every once in a while. Make the effort. I don't know what do you describe it?
I mean, it's just about reciprocity. Like, dudes don't reach out that often. Like, I had 3 friends that texted me this weekend because UT's playing Texas Tech. So they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to be in town. And I was like, cool. I might not be able to make it, but if I do, I'll grab a beer with you. That was it. Like, I might hang out with them, I might not. But that's still enough that it's like, it keeps it going until the next time.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? That's a great because I have my college roommates every time he's in town. My gosh, he last time he was in town, I haven't talked to him in years. He was like, hey man, in town, let's grab some food, chilling. I was like, okay, cool. I ain't got shit to do. But girls, it's like a coordination event. Someone getting mad, we're talking shit like my girlfriend, I was like, she wasn't even friends with her old roommate. And I was like, you live with this person. Like, at least enjoy that's how you make friends. That's how it starts. If you could be friends, and I get it, there's bad roommate situations, but that wasn't a case of it was just one case of one person just not like another person for no goddamn reason other than the fact they're women.
It's kind of funny. They act like that, and then at the same point, they're able to coordinate like the intricate bridesmaids things they do and bridesmaid pictures and all that other shit. Our best friend got married 3 years ago, and we showed up in tuxes with holes in them. The shoes were falling apart, and we were like, "This is fine."
I think Frank had to go back to the place after.
Before?
Yeah,
it was before we even stepped in the church because we met early, and the tux didn't fit him. Like it didn't. Like the first button didn't button.
Oh,
like
damn.
They just were like, "Here you go."
This looks your size.
No one's tux fit. I
Yes.
wasn't even there for the fitting, and I think surprisingly, mine was the closest to accurate fit.
It's probably because we got our measurements from Men's Warehouse here, and they got their measurements.
Right. Well, no, I found out.
Where they got their measurements, they just looked at a ruler.
I found out some backstory. I found out some backstory drama. Apparently, the place where they rented the tuxes had beef with the couple.
Oh, I heard about that too.
Yeah.
Why? How you gonna have beef?
They weren't invited to the wedding.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that's how it is. Shit, weddings are expensive. Y'all don't know. Weddings are expensive, and but it goes back to how I know my check, and this is realty. My check for how one of my homegirls is with managing her relationships is I say okay, how long you know your best friend? Ask the question. How long you know their best friend? And if their answer is under a year, questionable activity, do not co-sign it. That does not mean you can't become fast friends. Know what I'm saying? But if when a girl says, that's my best friend, it's only been 6 months, I cannot trust you. That's not closeness. That's recency. You're in the honeymoon phase. That friendship's going to end at the end of the year. That friendship's going to be gone. You're going to have a new best friend next week.
Also, a year. That's less time than it takes to become best friends in Pokemon Go.
That's what I'm saying. No, but I mean, I won't claim the title of best friend. But when you're when someone surpasses the homie ranks, right? You're all right, cool. If he texts me Oh, in my case, that's not good, Monica. But if you call me, sometimes every other Wednesday, I'm gonna pick up. That means you as close as you can be. But in fact, Marcos, the fact that you have gotten consistent text, that should be like a shining star in your phone. Michaela she ain't even on that level. She even was telling me, she was like, you don't not pick up your phone when I call you. And I'm like, well, number one, you know where I'm at. I'm at home. That means I'm working. Or working. Like, I'm working. I can't pick up
Calling is the worst one in general. It doesn't even matter what stage of friendship you're in. Like, I rarely call people.
But you have to call me. That is, I am not a text communicator. To me, texting is dumb. But because I talk too much shit and too much sass to convey that through text all the time until you know me well enough. So that's why I say a lot of times like when I was back in the dating phase, the girls be throwing on because I just call them. It was like, hey, what's up? Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, that's why I speak through GIFs.
GIFs help communication. Actually, yes. Correction. Call me or send me a GIF.
Well, there's no GIF here, but we're going to hit the intro now.
You two in bed together? Like, what the fuck?
Good evening. Welcome to the Animexcellence here today. Today we are going to be talking about Pokemon and Demon Slayer. My name is Marco. Across from me we have...
TJ, the double J's. You got JJ and TJ on this side, but I'm TJ.
Oh, thank God. Couldn't remember his name. I mean, I'm JJ.
Just remember, one of the lines is curved, one of the lines is straight. That's how we separate our names. Same letter, just.
And if you want to reach me, just type JLMarco62 into anything, including words with friends, and I'll show up. TJ, where can they reach you?
At TJ Man on Instagram. You could add me on other platforms, but I don't know. You have a less chance of getting a reply. What about you, JJ?
I am at Super Saiyan JJ pretty much everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Steam. Don't add me on Steam.
Well, we're going to jump right into the show.
Actually, scratch that. No, add me on Steam if you gift and shit. I'm going to take game shit.
So I don't know too much about this, but you guys have been wanting to talk about it for so long, and it doesn't fit into any other show. So we're going to talk about it. Yeah. It could go on compas, but then Sam's going to make fun of you. I will welcome the conversation about this. I
actually think he likes this subject. The next one, yes. I think he's neutral on this one. I mean, he has a poster. But right. He can't name half of those things.
I mean, I might run out because it's been a while since I've
be able to.
It's been a while since I've looked at the 150. But we're talking about Pokemon Arceus today. Arceus.
Or Arceus. I don't know which one's correct.
Oh, this is a
Poke God
problem.
You should memorize it.
Is that what Arceus is? Is a Pokemon God?
He's the god. No, straight up.
He's God. Yes.
No, he created everything.
He's canonically God.
Yeah. Like, literally, he came in and, like, basically, so in his region, he created time and space, and he came and he said, y'all niggas need to stop fighting. Ah! Like, that's how it works.
Like the Pokemon War, stop fighting, or?
No, they just worship, like, he's the god.
Okay.
He's God. Just make it easy. He's God. Your Pegasus God horse thing.
Yeah. Oh, he's a horse? I need to look this dude up. On that note, like, how is this different from any other Pokemon game? Because we tried to do a Nuzlocke. Sword and Shield, one of those games, and it was like, oh, this is just impossible to lose at this point. Though we almost died to a dog, like way towards the end.
Yeah, in the wild area, there was like over-leveled Pokemon that just wreck you.
That's a fire horse?
I didn't say a fire horse. I said like a horse Pegasus kind of thing going on.
I thought that was a gazelle thing.
He's God. It's God. But yeah, I mean, if you're, just as a side note, if you're doing a Nuzlocke, I usually say the earlier the better, or you have to do a ROM hack. So those are tricky ones.
Yeah.
What was the issue? Is that we're not smart.
Right.
I'll tell you what, you ain't trying to do a Nuzlocke at this one.
No.
Fuck no. Got your ass. Bro, don't be shit coming out the wazoo. That should be like, I'm here to fuck you up. Like, where did you come from?
So in this new one, they added alpha Pokemon, which are slightly bigger. They're not as big as the ones in Sword and Shield that were like kaiju size.
No. They're just like, it's like, oh, it's a dog that ate healthy, you know?
Yeah, it's a big boy. But they're also crazy strong. Like, the first one that you encounter is a bug type. It's a cricket.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked the fire type Pokemon as my starter. So it should destroy it, logically.
Yes.
It one-shotted me.
I am like I'm talking the 70s, 60s in terms of like the range of how my Pokemon, the strongest ones on my team, I've beaten the game. I still get knocked the fuck out by shit. I'm like, why? There was like if you see them red eyes, because Alpha Pokemon have red eyes, and know that nigga's running your fade. Like, they are looking at you and trying to kill you.
Do they try to hurt you?
Yes.
What?
That's the other thing, too.
They hurt you.
Now Pokemon fuck you up.
Can you faint as a human?
Yes. It's like your
There's a neat little, like, Dark Souls kind of feature in it where if you faint, like, if a Pokemon takes you out,
Yeah.
you drop your backpack, and then other people that are playing the game can find your backpack for you.
Do they rob your shit? Like
No. They send it back. I mean, you don't lose anything really, right?
You do.
Oh, you do?
You lose a bunch of shit.
I haven't gotten knocked out yet.
So okay, what was it? What knocked me out, if I'm not mistaken? It wasn't in the first
I'm also
area.
not far. So
How far are you? Like,
I'm still like in the secondary because last week was murder for me at work.
Gotcha.
Like just out.
so you're in the marshy area, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so check it. That third area ran my fade. Like, niggas
scared.
not playing that one. Like, I walked up. It said, "Who are you? You ain't from these streets." Boy, get your ass out of here. I lost expensive shit. It wasn't like they were nice. They made me lose stones. You can't find. They're expensive. They're hard. Maybe lose money.
Oh yeah, that's it. Money actually matters in this game.
Bro, I'm broke all the time.
Do the Pokemon that rob you? Because I know, like, you get in a Pokemon fight, you normally have to give someone money to go away. But
No, it's just that you have to buy things so consistently that you
Yeah.
always like. So there's a guy who fucking just takes your money because you want backpack space.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
After a certain point, it starts off like, okay, hey, like in Poke Dollars, like, oh, it's $100, which is not that much, 200. And then now I'm at the point, he's like, nigga, how much you got? Where your shoes at? Hit the banker.
Hey, that's a nice house you got.
I mean, Pokemon currency was always dumb. What was it, like 5,000?
It's yen, basically.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, so like it's actually pretty equivalent. But
I mean, a potion's like 60, but a bike was like 500,000 or something.
a bike was 1 milli.
That's what it was.
Bike was 1
You had to
milli.
get the voucher.
I had to get that voucher. You were broke. But no,
I wonder if there's anyone that has ever bought the bike, like old school.
just talking about the game in general. The answer is no. But just talk. Damn no. Just talk
Is
about
that the last hill to climb on?
just talk about the game in general, right? Man, you know what? This was actually like so. I'm a really, really, really big Pokemon fan, like a huge one. And honestly speaking, I've played almost every game. I have not played. I refuse to play Let's Go. Not happening.
Bro, I was the same.
What's Let's Go?
Don't worry about it. It doesn't exist. I refuse. I said this is you will not. I'm not doing it. And then I didn't play the last one, Shining Pearl, Brilliant Diamond, mainly just because I love Diamond and Pearl, I actually do. It wasn't even the art style, it wasn't the music. It's just that they didn't include the platinum stuff, and it kind of felt like, they were too faithful with the remake. And I'm like, I don't need to run this back. I actually like the art style in the OG better anyway.
Pixel art is kind of way cooler to see than. I mean, no offense. Like this is still pretty, but it's still not.
No, it's not like it's nothing to write home about. So when we get to Arceus, I mean, it's gonna be my biggest criticism is the way it looks, but that wasn't doing it no favors for me in terms of wanting to play the game. And they never, and to their credit, they didn't ever show off too much.
No.
They kept it kind of to the same area for the most part, and then like. The only thing I didn't love that they showed off was all the riding Pokemon, because that kind of shows you some of the new forms and whatnot. But, this is earnestly the first time, I want to say in a long time, that I was completely absorbed into a Pokemon game like that.
Yeah.
It was, it's bad actually. It's kind of like, because they switched up the formula completely. Catching things, like you feel like you can actually catch them all, and that's cool. You don't have to, like, Pokemon are just there.
You don't have to trade with your friend.
You can, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can get all 3 starters.
You can get all 3 starters eventually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are the 3 starters in Arceus?
Cyndaquil.
You pull them up. Have you seen their final forms? I don't want to spoil you.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Then I guess I won't pull it up.
No, just pull the starters.
Oh, okay.
Cyndaquil.
It's Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Oshawott.
There you go.
Cyndaquil.
If they're the small ones, you're good. Just not the evolutions, because I don't want to spoil JJ. You chose Cyndaquil, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you
these
seen
things?
his evolved form?
Like Quilava and. Yeah.
I mean, that's been around since Gold and Silver.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. No, so this is. I'm not spoiling too much, but they have other forms in this one.
Okay.
So you have a surprise in store for you.
Nice.
But that's why I said I couldn't show you. But
I hate plant types. That's just my weird Pokemon thing. But I feel like they don't. Like, they have Sunbeam, and that's it. Maybe things have changed.
Decidueye's pretty dope. His evolved form, but
oh yeah, I actually like Rowlet's evolved form.
Rowlet's evolved forms are dope. But yeah, man, like you can get all the starters. You can get the original Sinnoh starters. You just have to find them. I'm gonna tell you right now, give up on Tortwig. Bro, you want to talk? Everybody else, like Piplup, is kind of like you can't miss him.
I think I might have stumbled across it.
Infernape, you wouldn't have. Infernape, you might have. You're close to you might have seen Infernape, or Chimchar. Like he's in the original area. That nigga Turtwig's in a corner in the back parking lot selling drugs or some shit. Like you had to go like at night. He was the only one. I was like, man, I found Piplup, I found Chimchar. What the fuck is this dude? No, don't give up. Just you don't want him that much. But it's so much fun to just, dude, to be honest, I just throw Pokeballs and shit. Yeah. I'm catching it.
So, kind of going back a little bit on what he was saying with not playing Let's Go, to explain to you a little bit of how Let's Go works, it's just Pokemon Go. They remade Pokemon Red and Blue, and they Pokemon Go fight it. So there's no battles, and you just throw Pokeballs endlessly to catch them.
That's why I stopped playing Go. It was the worst parts of Pokemon, and not the best parts.
And that's why I didn't want to play Let's Go, because screw that. I don't want to catch like 1,000 Charmanders to get a Charmeleon. Like, no. Meanwhile, here in Arceus, it's like, hey, you want to fill up the Pokedex? We're going to need you to catch like 25 Bidoops.
Bro,
I'm all about it.
Bro, I'll be running. I'll be like, oh shit, is that a Wurmple? Nigga.
I pulled a sneaky on you.
Like, it is the type to where you'll just get caught doing something and find out that you wasted like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people struggle getting at it. Like, there's some people who leave the first area at level 40, which don't help. Trust me. Your face go get run.
Does the game level up with you in a way?
No, but as you unlock other places, alpha Pokemon are already on coke.
Okay.
So, like, by the time, I'll put it this way, like,
if you don't level up to 40, that just hurts that much more. I guess it's over faster.
There's even in the first area, if you run into certain Pokemon, there's some that are level like 60 and 70 after a certain point. But in terms of just the interactions and the way the game feels, man, it's just I felt like a kid, to be honest. Felt like a dumb kid, just in the way that Pokemon had originally imagined it, where you actually are catching them all, and they made battles faster. And I love Pokemon battles.
Yeah.
Like, you're in and out. Because
that's cool.
Shit's running your fade.
They made them faster, and they also added another level of strategy to it, because now you can teach your Pokemon an agility type move or a strong style. They're all Shinsuke Nakamura's.
That sounds awesome.
So you can like
Because they have priorities now. So, like, you can attack twice sometimes.
What?
Yeah. So, like, let's take Cyndaquil, for example. Cyndaquil will start off with, like, Quick Attack and Ember. And after a while, he'll master those moves. And when he masters them, he can use them in an Agile style or in Strong style. Strong style will hit harder, but it'll go slower. So it might give the opposing Pokemon another chance to attack.
And you don't want that, to be honest.
Or you could go with the Agile style, and it'll hit slightly weaker, but it might be fast enough to hit it twice.
That's what I kind of figured they would always kind of do back when, like, you saw the stats, and I was like, oh, I guess that kind of make more sense that if you're quicker, like, I mean, because it usually played out in that if you were quicker, you just got to attack first, which...
Yeah.
You get, like, there's a bit... there's things in the battles, like, I want, like... I know why they didn't have abilities in those ones, because, quite frankly, shit just hit you like a truck already. There's some... I want some... Like, now that I've played it a bunch, there's definitely some layers of extra nuance that I would love to see them add in and see how they incorporate. But I have not gotten bored of the battle system just yet. And it's still to where, like, there's instances where, because there's no rules, right? There's no rules in this. Like, so there's instances where you're fighting, you have one Pokemon, and there's 3 that are against you. Like, just attacking you all in turn.
That's true, yeah.
Did you run into that event yet? Like,
not
the
event where like 3 were attacking me, I don't think.
But 2, you've probably seen 2.
Yeah, like 2 fucking Ghastlies came up on me.
Yeah, and like I like how they do gang up, like because you'll see a Pokemon, you be like, all right, cool, I got this one, but on your little screen you'll see another one, and that nigga's just chilling in the back, like, hey, I got you. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, and the game didn't tell me how to switch targets. It was like,
oh, we don't tell you anything.
It's like, my Cyndical's dying. I need to hit that Ghastly that's at full health, but how?
Bro, I'm telling you, by the time I got to that second area, by the time I got to the third area, my Cyndaquil was like, it was a Quilava at that time. He was like, man, all right, look, if I faint one more again, if you take me into battle unprepared.
They become unruly like Charizard?
No, they don't. Well, actually, you can.
Probably if you don't earn enough. So there's
badges?
No
badges. Badges, but there's a star
Is there
ranking.
gym leaders?
No.
So now what they're doing is a star ranking. Your Pokedex has little like side quests that you have to complete. Like I said, catch 25 Bidoofs.
Yeah.
If you do, you don't have to catch like all 25 at once, but if you catch like 3, it'll give you like a check mark for that. And then you turn in all your check marks after you're done exploring the area, and you'll get a star. Like that's the way you rank up.
Mm-hmm.
And as you rank up your Pokedex, they work the same way as badges. Like, okay, now level 40 Pokemon will obey you, and it's no problem.
And like, so like there are caps in terms of how much progression you can make, because they'll start to stop listening to you. But man, I'll be honest, yeah, like I only really like, oh dude, when you get to the 5th area, the final, it's not the final, it's the 5th area. That music slaps, my guy. Like, I'm telling you right now, they at first I was like, oh, you guys are going for that ambiance shit. But then when the music is chilling and it kicks in eventually, be like, oh, that's like Sinnoh remixes. And then you get to that 5th area, like, nah, nigga, hold up, we Pokemon, bitch. I was like, yeah. But no, for reals. Like, my only criticism is it looks like donkey dick.
Yeah, the graphics ain't great.
No,
is this made by
great is an understatement.
Is this made by the same people that make the other Pokemon games?
Yes,
or a different
it's
studio.
Game Freak.
Oh, okay.
It's Game Freak,
But it's the Switch.
It's the Switch. But also, no. Game Freak, you have way too much money for your game to be looking like it does. Straight up. The only thing that ever pulls me out of the experience is the fact I'm looking at a fucking PNG grass in some of these areas. Like, the water actually looks fine. Like, there's stuff that looks good.
That looks like N64 grass. I'll give you that.
But, like,
it looks better handheld than it does docked.
Like,
okay.
Like, don't play it docked. Play it in your hands. They got to figure out a way to really level up those graphics. But when they figure out that, shit, just give me more of this shit. Give me more other criticism. I would like more complexities in battles. I'm getting to that point now. But man, like, it's just cool because there's never been a point in time where, like, you saw there's a picture of an Electivire, like, where I could run up and grab Pokemon that you, like, used to be able to.
Arkham says running on GameCube graphics.
Dead ass. But like all these big bombastic Pokemon that used to be difficult to get, like they're still difficult to catch, but you can find them if you look hard enough. Like you'll be in some corner cave area and you'll be like, shit, is that like what's a Pokemon that's impossible to find? Oh yeah, no, like is that an Empoleon? Like is that a Pokemon that's fully evolved like that you can catch? And he says, no, you can't catch me because I'm an alpha Pokemon, but he's there. And the challenge, it's just refreshing to know that shit's fainting again. Like, my Pokemon, like I said, I'm level 70, 60s, and if you're level 50, if you're going against level 50, all it needs to do is hit you in the wrong way, and your Pokemon's still fucked up. And they got boss battles, proper boss battles. Whereas, they said, fuck your Pokemon, you fighting that nigga. Dead ass is like, so it's really cool. It's a refreshing stepping stone. It's not perfect, far from perfect. But in terms of a Pokemon game, man, it's all I could ever ask for. And I just hope they like I said, if they nail the graphics part, which usually. I know Pokemon Company usually gets shit for a lot of its things, but a lot of the times when they come, like they're not always consistent. But when they come back off of a pretty good, when they come back for a sequel for something, they usually hit it out of the park. And what I mean by that is like Pokemon Red and Blue are great, but that's why the people love Gold and Silver, right?
Yeah.
What is it? Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, all like Diamond and Pearl and Platinum's relationship, like Platinum's dope, but people are like consider Black and White the best too, right? Like when they come back and they like refine the process a bit, they usually nail it with money. So I'm hoping that, honestly, they just need to pipe this shit up with some DLC, or give me a new region. And scratch that. I don't want DLC to like unleash some more Pokemon here. I kind of want them to continue to just be like, hey, like there's regions have different Pokemon. You just got to be there to get them. That's it. And then evolve that system.
Okay.
How about you, JJ? Where you're at? Because I've beaten the main storyline. Oh, and I forgot they got a post game. They got a good post game. They have a real post game again.
I've been liking from what I've played. I've been liking everything. Like you said, I really like a lot of the changes that they've made to it. The biggest thing that like really like sold me after I got to play it a little bit was I was always very bummed out in those old games that it's like, oh, you want to advance? You're going to have to teach one of your Pokemon cut. And that move can't be erased. So, like...
HMs.
Yeah. So, it's like you always had that one Pokemon that you didn't like. That was like, you're my HM bitch. You can learn Flash,
What they call it? It was like a slave.
Yeah, HM slave.
HM slave.
Bidoof.
I hate Bidoof. Anyway, but now... Those are gone, right? They've been gone since like Sun and Moon when they added rideable Pokemon, I think. But now the other great thing that I love is your Pokemon doesn't really forget moves anymore.
Oh, that's actually damn, I forgot about that. You just have a repertoire you can call back on whenever.
Yeah,
like they can know up to like 6 or 7 moves, some shit like that.
So you can still only take 4 moves to battle, but you can swap them out at will.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's like cool, like in my situation, like in certain situations, you're like, cool, I want to have these moves. And then in other situations, you're like, shit, none of these moves are going to work. I'm just screwed. Game's hard, I'm not lying.
Yeah. But it also made Ethers worthless. Because when you swap a move out, it recharges it.
Hola, Link Pong's Ganon.
Hola.
All right. We're going to cut to a commercial real quick. Then we'll be back, and we're going to talk about Demon Slayer.
Before we head out, though, just to say, we highly recommend it. Closing out is proper. We highly recommend it. Me and JJ are having a good time. I'm sure y'all guys will, too.
I'm here to sell you on Manscaped for the first time. In the words of Jay Teller, you can use Manscaped to groom your Pokeballs so you can get that Master Ball.
Damn it.
Stop it.
I was actually going to use Demon Slayer. I was like, do you
Jay
like
Teller,
blades?
You have become a better writer than me. I applaud you.
It's just Jays. Jays are naturally good writers. And they're all here to tell you about how Manscaped is 20% off when you use MEX20. 1 second.
Oh, you're pulling it up proper. Put it on me for a second. As always, you already know how we feel about Manscaped. JJ's actually here again, and JJ, so I have the cologne.
Oh, you got the cologne too?
It's so good, man.
It's so nice. It's
like
so
I
mellow.
feel like it's so mellow. I really shill this shit every time I'm on the camera. Like, it's how do I describe it? It's like, oh man, I'm not that loud, bombastic Negro in the room. I'm that suave one. I'm coming in like, ooh, y'all smell me? Y'all smell me? My girlfriend even complimented me and said, oh yeah, that's a good smell. It's like, because it's not too much.
Yeah.
Doesn't irritate my animals.
Well, we are about 2 minutes away from talking about Demon Slayer and all the blades there. But before, listen to the blades of the Manscaped 3.0?
4.0.
4.0. The 4.0, even
Hashira.
1.0 better. The Hashira of shaving your balls.
I don't know if I'd want that.
What if it made
Check out the
musical
total
notes and
concentration
explosions?
silent breathing.
But tell them what else they can get.
Yeah, if you go to the website, our coupon code works on everything. You can get the 4.0, like you were just hearing, the Weed Whacker to shave your noses. Let me see if I can find the cologne here. I cannot. They have a foot duster now. If your feet smell, if you get boot feet like I do, they got more than just to protect your nethers. The crop exfoliator, deodorant, a magic mat.
That's the newspaper.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the newspaper?
yeah,
the
they really-
newspaper.
yeah.
So you can catch all the little clippies. But yeah, please, if you're a fan of the Mexcellence, if you're a fan of having a neat downstairs, go ahead and use our coupon code. It helps us, and then we pass the savings on to you. On that note, real quick.
1 second. I gotta say the signature. Hey, look, check it out. Use our code MEX20 at checkout. Use it on anything. It comes and supports us, like Marco said. But it also means the world to us. If you do buy it, let us know so we can holla at you. Honestly, I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. If you get anything with Manscaped smell, it all smells in a similar variety. You're doing good. Trust me, you're doing good. Because your balls will thank you.
And on the note of how we pass the saving on to you guys, the Super Bowl winners from last week, or this Sunday, everyone gets a T-shirt. Is that what it is? T-shirt or a hat?
So the first two, you get a T-shirt or a hat, and the last guy who donated the most gets those two, a T-shirt, a hat, and a 3D printed model.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I wasn't there for when TJ and Sam decided who gets what. The first two get a T-shirt and a hat. Or a hat. And then the last one gets a T-shirt or a hat and a 3D printed statue. Oh, I didn't even know it was here. I was actually looking for it over here, not on my left side.
There you go. You gotta focus it with your hand behind it. You do like this. Why is this so hard? Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Here you go, buddy. Why don't you do this? Boom.
There you go.
A really cool Chili G logo.
Head pending. I gotta fix this.
But the winners are Key. He donated the most bits. The biggest donation winner was Tarlin. And then Silence Gaming for giving 16 subs. He wins the hat, the shirt, and the statue.
And hey, Silence Gaming, you that MVP. We appreciate you. Trust us. 16 subs. I mean, I want to see that number keep on increasing. And you're a great contributor to that. So we really appreciate it. We'll definitely send out details. If you have any questions, inquire about us, but we'll send out details once we get everything sorted out. Silence Game, make sure that you DM us. I know you've already have, but just make sure we're coordinated
Reach
there.
out to everybody on Twitch.
We reach out to everybody on Twitch. That's what Sammy says.
On that note, Link Pones Gannon also just subscribed as a tier 1 sub, and she said, glad to be part of this.
Well, hey, look, woo! We'll take any sub we can get. Nah,
You want some Manscaped?
You want some Manscaped? Shit, while you helping us out, that's what I mean.
Tell her, it isn't her. Tell her I'll send her a rupee.
Get over there.
Got you.
So
Sam's
Sam
gonna
has
send you a
decided.
rupee.
Yeah, Sam's gonna send you a rupee.
It's just Zelda, and I was like, I have a Zelda thing.
We have a Zelda rupee here, so we're gonna send that your way. Just cause.
Yeah.
You've been awesome.
Go ahead and hit up our Instagram after this and give us an address, and that's yours.
That's all yours.
But
Or P.O. Box. So security. No, but seriously, guys, we're thinking about more ways to do giveaways, more ways to contribute to the community. But honestly speaking, every time that y'all guys sub, I have a master list. And for these first original subscribers who've been so consistent, so supportive, like, you're helping our journey in the long run. The excellence isn't going anywhere for hopefully the foreseeable next few years and for however long we can keep it going. And for every step of the way that you guys are contributing, we want to make sure we remember those who were there when we were down here. We ain't slumming it because we got sponsors and stuff, but shit, you know, we just got an apartment. That the lights ain't working all the way. Like, you know, we still making it. But we appreciate every help you get.
Well, on to what people are here to see, or people are here to talk about, what we're here to talk about.
Look, let's rip off this Band-Aid. This is fire!
I mean, a good this is the cover when you look at it at Hulu. I don't know what the box set or anything else is going to look like, but look at all those colors. That's like, this is the most saturated, colorful anime experience that I've had. Like, I thought, what is it? Your Name was pretty. That does not hold a candle to all the, because Your Name is just blue. Damn, if they didn't use everything on the color wheel throughout this fucking show.
The only time, I mean, the only show that can ever, like, it's the first time I was like, shit, you're using the JoJo color schemes. I'm like, y'all have entered a realm I was not prepared for. They ain't got as many colors as JoJo, but my goodness. I know we're gonna dive into everything, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. JJ, what's your expression from?
It's like the first time I heard the Beatles.
I'm not gonna lie. This was peak fiction. Like, I've been a reviewer, a critic, like on a podcast for 3 years. This is the highest thing that I've ever rated, easily.
Coming in from, because if y'all guys remember, we had a Demon Slayer Mugen Train review. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I went into that shit like, man, y'all suck. Y'all made me sit through 12 episodes of bullshit just so I can get to what I've said is one of my favorite arcs in Demon Slayer. Like, I love the Entertainment District arc, mainly because everyone gets to show out. Now, all my shit ting said, y'all want to talk about when that shit gets crunk, it just don't stop. And I'm talking, I kept on, there was 3, 4, 5 times in the season where I was like, man, this is some of the best animated man, this is some of the best, man, this is some, and then you got to that second to last episode, I said, I don't know what the fuck I was like, I don't know what's going on here. My God, like, I want to, we'll talk about that episode in a bit, but man, did they... I know you were upset that Money won the Super Bowl, but shit, Money won anime too. Money wins. Said ufotable. Man, that tax evasion, that tax fraud y'all be doing, that was worth it. Keep on doing it for Demon Slayer.
What was I going to say about this specifically? I have not, like you were saying, this looked better than the movie.
This looked better than the movie. Like,
yeah.
You can't tell me that second to last episode did not look better than the movie.
Have you guys seen the ranking of kings? We have not, but
Taylor has, TJ has.
TJ has.
See, wow, I said my real name. That's how good I like it. So we can talk about that some other time.
He gifted a tier 1 sub to Ricardo and then asked that question. So.
Oh, well, hey, we appreciate the support.
All right, I'm watching it. It's on the list.
It's
where's it on?
It's on Crunchyroll.
Okay. I can watch that.
It's I think y'all like it got my cold heart so warm. I wanted to it has what Crunchyroll awards the best boy in it because he is just watch it.
It's kind of hard to beat the boys in this show, but I'm down.
Sorry, continue on with your thought for Demon Slayer.
I think that's pretty much it for my initial thought, because I went into Demon Slayer late. Like, the movie had already come out, and then Alyssa, who used to be on the podcast, is the one that convinced me to give it a shot. And I didn't like it too much the first season because it was... I mean, I liked it, but I didn't like it to this level. I didn't know it was going to build to this kind of thing.
Yeah, it doesn't... the first season doesn't reinvent the wheel.
No.
He's a little anime boy who tries really hard and eventually
and it looks
succeeds.
good. It looks hella good that first season.
Well, the thing that got me in the first season was the demons. I was like, these are the most interesting characters, and you go through like 6 demon sad stories, and then I'm not sure about the number, but this second arc only focuses on one. Yes, it only focuses on one. There's not another one that comes out, I think.
In terms of demons?
Yeah, there's only like one. Well, I mean, there's two.
Yeah. No, it centers most of its time prioritizing the 6th Hashira, which is just that character and what happens with them.
Speaking of JoJo.
But continue, sorry.
This we'll go into that scene in a bit, but he comes in. He's really boisterous. Tengen? Tengen. He's just starts kidnapping some girls right off.
Sorry. My bad. Correction. They focus on the 6 upper ranking demon and then a singular Hashira.
Yes,
the sound Hashira, Tengen.
Which I guess I didn't know that there's only 2 arcs left. Because I thought every arc was going to be this Hashira, this is the demon that they're fighting. The Hashira, this is the demon they're fighting.
It's not really just 2 arcs. There's a little bit more to it, and you're still going to get what you want.
Okay.
Just that last arc is really long.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, it's like
the fight itself is 50 chapters.
You want to bet? Bro, I'm gonna get into that. Just keep on going.
But the dude ends up being, he's not like JoJo. He's legitimately a really cool guy that's really humble. That's the thing. That's the biggest character difference that I was amazed that they draw this dude like this, but he has 3 hot wives, and he's still like, no, man, I'm just a dude. Like,
well, no, he talks shit, but like, in the times when you wouldn't want to talk shit, and then other times he's like, no, I'm chill. Like, he has some realness to it because he's like, hey, like, he has a line in here where he's like, I can never replace the lives I lost, so I'm just doing what I can.
Exactly.
Like, shit like that. Right. So he's down to earth. But then he's also the first person to tell you, like, one of the demons was like, you have 3 wives and I'm jealous of you. He's like, I do have 3 hot wives. Yes. Yes, I do. He was like, oh, no. He was like, you have a wife. Yeah, but he was like, I bet you're married. He's like, no, I have 3, bitch. Cut somebody's head off and is like, no, you're weak. No, because I said, coming from the manga perspective, because I read this arc before.
How weird is it to see it, like, read it in black and white and then see, like, the color overload?
That's the joy. Like, to me, a lot of people are like, how do you go from manga to watching anime? And like it's a different experience in terms of, because you know what's happening. To me, I honestly think the anticipation it's more in a different sense. Like, what a lot of people are like, oh, we don't know what's coming next. For me, it's always eating, like, I know what's coming next. So I know what, like, I'm telling you straight up, this is a fraction of what you get in that last arc. Like, I can't even imagine. That's the problem. Ufotable broke my brain so much that I don't know how they're going to do this last arc. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how they're going to do it.
They ran out of budget and it's just stick figures.
Puppets. Like, I legit, like, because the last arc is like squabbing. Yeah. That's it. So it's just going to be this, except times 20. But you get to a treat to where you're seeing how this comes to life, right? You're seeing some of the and they're seeing some of the cool moves. You're seeing the artistic direction they take for some of the moves and the dynamic angles they're able to do now that they're not in manga, right? Like Demon Slayer's mangaka, I actually can't think of her name off the top of my head. Like, her dynamic paneling, like, her fight scenes are pretty good. Her art style is awesome. That's not the problem. But when you're comparing it to what happens when Ufotable touches it.
Right. I'm pretty sure the manga doesn't have that epic pan when it was Zenitsu and Inosuke fighting the one demon on the roof.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, you just don't get that. Right? And I'm going to go ahead and, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to rip off the Band-Aid here. Just dive in a little bit more into just some of the things I liked. I'm going to tell you, let me get this out the way. Dislikes. None, bitch! As soon as amazing. What you talk about dislikes? Shit, dislikes. I disliked the first half of the season, and now we here. So, not, dude. So check it. Like you said, from.
Do we get a movie now? Is that how this works?
Not for the next arc. No, the next arc was confirmed. It's an anime arc.
Okay.
They don't have any arcs that they can pull off in just a movie now. But for coming off the gate, like getting to see Tengen's characters, the way that he comes in, and people were like, "Oh, he comes in, he's slapping girls' butts. He literally comes in. I'm flamboyant. Like that's the way I live my lifestyle.
I do everything flashy.
Flashy ass nigga."
So, side note, I've been watching that fight to start like every gym exercise that I've had for 2 weeks.
I'm getting there. Save it. I'm getting there.
I am surprised because when you search things on YouTube, there's a lot of like dudes that made rap songs about it called Flashy.
Bro,
like,
Flashy. I mean, that was fly as shit. But not straight up. Like you're when the characters get to the actual entertainment district and you start to see the keys in place, this arc does an amazing job. Like, and Demon Slayer in general does actually pretty good job. I don't want to spoil too much. Next arc, they take a bit of a step back, but just giving the character shine, right? Like everybody kind of is their own flavor. I don't care what you tell me. Like I know there was he's always been a character I vibed with, manga or not. If Zenitsu's not one of your favorites after this season, because he's the one who's like, I'm the only one making sense here. And then half the season, he's like, I'm the only one, like, I'm calling shots. He's the one calling shots.
Yeah.
And I mean,
he's better when he's asleep. I'll give you that.
When he's competent.
my whole thing was, even when he was awake this season, he wasn't doing a lot of yelling or anything.
No.
He was like, honestly, he was.
Well, he was in his element, surrounded by pretty women.
No, like, to me, he was like, I feel like they got the. Honestly, Inosuke was the one who took a step back for me because he was doing a lot of yelling and like a lot of like being extra because I get it. Why,
yeah.
Right. He was trying to replicate the flashy dude. But Zenitsu was the only one who was like, look, y'all are idiots. Like in the entire time when they first got there in his head, if you go back, he's like being the level-headed, like just like, man, we're here for a mission. I don't really want to be here. I got to dress up as a girl. Why y'all guys got me? And then they do have those setup steps, right? Like you're not getting to the action right out the gate. It's not long to get there, but
it's about 3 episodes.
It's like 3 or 4 episodes. And when I say I was not kidding, when the shit just starts, not even including the episode that we're gonna, kind of elaborate on, you go from the first clash, like the underground stuff, when Tengen finally gets to shows up and shows out for the first time, all the way to when, Nezuko blows some chick's back out straight up. Like, she said, when she enters the scene for the first time, you get shit like that you're like, whoa, like.
Link phones again and was like, my wifey Nezuko saved the day.
She did. Like that.
That is a child, sir.
Not technically. Oh, and just as a clarification for those who get weirded out with Nezuko and the transfer, she's actually like maybe a year or 2 off from Tanjiro. Like she just is chibi mode because of the demon shit. But
that's a lot to explain to him.
But no, dude, they make every just interaction with, if there's action in it, it's so dynamic. It's so powerful. It makes you like lean into, okay, I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see more. I just want to see, like you get to some episodes, you're like, oh, come on. I just want to see a little bit more, right? Like, there's an episode that I thought was going to be like, not the, honestly, no. I'm not the front. I thought it was going to be collectively the most action and just the best scenes we're going to get was when Tanjiro shows out into the scenes where Nezuko shows out. Like, so that connection, like, that was awesomely animated. That entire, when Tanjiro turns up, if you go back, that's fire. It's great.
It's like an afterthought at this point, though. But like, it's just because it goes so much better. But when you watched it, when you watched it, you were like, that is
incredible.
Awesome.
You're like, this is awesome. This is movie tier quality. And then before, I'm gonna save it because JJ, what you feeling about where we were at, like in there?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you're saying. The one thing I will say, like, those first 3 episodes where there isn't really that much action, it still feels like everything that happens in there is with purpose, right? Like there isn't a wasted moment or breath in them.
Yeah.
Which is refreshing because a lot of times, like, there's fillers everywhere.
I don't think there was any in this. And then,
they extend interactions.
Yeah.
But where it makes sense, like an anime would.
I would say that because they killed Rengaku last arc, I thought anyone could go. Like the chat with Linkbone Ganon was saying, I thought the wives were gonna die, which I thought they were dead for like half this arc.
I'll let you know right now. I'm assuming everybody here has watched Demon Slayer. Look, the way it ended, not as happy as it gets in DS. You ain't seen this last arc yet. Oh, you ain't seen that last arc.
Even then, with it being happy, it ends up with like the heroes kind of beaten, and then another
Got their
Hashira.
ass beat.
Yeah. The Hashira shows up and is like, "You guys suck. You lost to like the weakest of the."
And he's like, I guess I gotta give you praise, but it was a 6. You kind of trash, but I'm gonna give you praise. But all right, look, I know you lost an arm and an eye, but I'm gonna need you to bandage this shit up and get to fighting again. It's like they were like, he was like, you see me incapacitated, and I don't give a damn. But yeah, like that's about as happy as it gets. So
Gulp.
I don't want to spoil. The next arc is okay. Like in terms of like I like the characters they're introducing.
Unless Tenjin comes back, I don't think I can love another Hashira as much.
You won't. Tengen is dope. Like to me, let me just be honest. I was never a Rengoku stroker. I thought he was cool.
Yeah.
But he didn't have like Tengen has like layers. He's just way too cool. He's too icy. Like there's other cool Hashira. Like you haven't seen all of them like do what they do.
Yeah.
But man, like when it comes to just straight up flossing, him and Shinobu are the coldest ones. And because you haven't seen Shinobu flex.
No.
Like, when she does, no, she's same level of coldness just later on. But no, Tengen is like marks all like hits all the like boxes for like who I'm like fucking with a like an anime mentor sort of character.
I think this is a good point to ask. The question that I was going to ask, and then we'll go around, is what is your favorite scene? For me, like, barring the action, because the action goes without saying.
We haven't even talked about that episode. We waiting.
But barring the action, it's going to be when Tengen first meets the brother, and the brother starts talking shit because you find out his backstory is like people have looked down on him his entire life. Mm-hmm. But he's like, I'm not that cool. Like, you have just been living here in this little island forever. If you explore the world, there's great people and great things all over the place. And I was like, that's the coolest thing I've seen in an anime in a long time. Like, a monologue-wise.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shoot, if we're talking scenes excluding the action, dude, that's right up there with, that's right up there. That's right up there for me as well. In terms of, but I'm gonna switch it up and go with whenever he's just like, it goes into some flashback stuff with him, and he's giving like, and that's where he gets a lot of like.
I like that it didn't do the normal anime thing of like, and now we're gonna go one whole episode in the back. It was like
they brought it when it needed to. They took it. They didn't. There's flashbacks and they took their time with it. But it looked good, and he's sitting there, and it's expounding on some of the depth of this character. He's like, yeah, I love my wives. I grew up like you don't understand. I'm from a family where my brothers didn't even make it.
Yeah,
like I didn't want to be like them. That's how I got here. And when that resonating line for me was when he hit them with, yeah, like, but when he accepted, he was like, you know, the reason I'm a Hashira is to go make as much good as I basically can.
Yeah,
because I was a shinobi for so long. That's cool. That's a cool ass motivation. And then you still get, but like he's not all regal and stoic and shit. Like you get all of that extraness that I love cocky ass character. But what about you, JJ?
Yeah, it would probably be one of the flashbacks, the one out of his brother's grave.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, I like that little tender moment with him and his 3 wives.
I also, going back to those first 3 episodes, I do like how to see kind of like, it was just charming, like to see how each one of the 3 was like adopting to their environment. And Zenitsu was like you get to see like an example of his powers. because he has the hearing and he's like he can play any instrument, like, and that's just a cool thing to see because you're like, oh, like you're seeing them use it just normal. Right?
Side note for favorite scene. Demon Slayer has a part that made me laugh more than like anything it has in like a while, probably since Suicide Squad, and it's just the dumbest fucking scene. It's just Inosuke showing up with the other dude asleep, and it's like, I'm here with my minion, and he's
Tanjiro's like, good, I'm running. Gotta go put Nezuko somewhere. All right. So,
here.
all right, look, so I'm gonna talk about the action. I mentioned the Tanjiro stuff. It was pretty fire. It was good. It was pretty great. I'm gonna dive in a little bit more about the Nezuko stuff. Nezuko scenes are awesome. Pause that. No. No.
that's why I muted it.
But no, Nezuko, it's not super long, but when Nezuko turns up too, like, that display was cool because she beats the brakes off a bitch. Like, I'm talking straight up is like, Tanjiro to come up, like, stop, please! She's done! But episode, what is it, 10?
It's 10.
Yeah, episode 10?
I like
is
that Hulu breaks
legitimately-
it down by arc. Like it's the Demon Train.
And then, Entertainment Arc, episode 10. I'm going to tell y'all straight up, there's no episode of anime that it looks even close in the realm of, like, you're lying if you say it looks nearly as good. It doesn't.
They say Jujutsu.
Jujutsu Kaisen is the only thing that has fight scenes that are even in the claims talking sphere.
Like, I would say it's like the same ballpark as what people tell me, but it's not.
No, you've heard me come up here and say JJK has the best fight scenes verbatim, and I will still die to my grave saying consistently wise, like, it has just like, that is a show that is nothing but hands. Straight up, like, episodes 1 to 24 are nothing but hands. It's awesome. And their best fight scene there is amazing. But when I talk about straight up animation and what they did in this one, there are times where they incorporate, like, there's no company that incorporates 3D like Ufotable and makes it look good. 3D in anime is not supposed to look good. Everybody knows that. Even in the Mugen Train movie, it didn't look bad. It just looked weird, right?
Yeah.
Like the main villains thing. This time, there was not a single time I was like, I know that's 3D and it looks amazing. The fire, bro, the city's on fire and I'm sitting there. That's the realest fire. Is that real? Is my screen on fire? What's happening?
It's kind of funny on that note that it's like when this arc started, I was like, oh, it's really pretty. The city is really beautiful. And by the end, the city is gone.
Literally blown the fuck up.
It's the beginning of Fallout 3.
I legit, like, my jaw was dropped from start to finish. Like, from when the action picks up in that episode and Tengen's, like, not even just Tengen shit. Fucking Zenitsu with his Godspeed animation tapping into the Speed Force looking like nigga. Like, I was like,
that was better Flash animation than the Flash got out of the DC movie.
bro, dead ass.
And a better sword.
That's damn. That was cold. I'm struggling to discuss. Y'all guys take it from me. I don't know how that episode hit you, but I sat there and I rewatched that shit 3 times. I rewatched that Tengen shit. I watched it 4, 5, 6 times. But that 10 minutes of action, I have burnt into my. Oh. Well, tell you, look at that shit. What about you, JJ?
Try to guess the amount of colors. Oh, fuck no, I give up already.
It's all a gradient, bro. All of them are there. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to rewatch it because with my work schedule change, like
Last week was rough. Yeah,
everything like backed up on me and like piled up. But yeah, I cleared some time on Sunday and watched everything Sunday, and then I woke up Monday morning early before I had to clock into work. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch a little bit more, like just
I'm rewind that back.
I've been rewatching that last fight a lot, but I mean, I think I need to go back and watch Nezuko like stomp people out.
She stomped the brakes off the bitch. dude, the action was so insanely, nonsensically good. And I mean, I don't know how you can do animation better than that. I'll be honest, like I really don't know how you can do 2D animation better than what was on screen for that 15, for any of these episodes, to be honest, but for that 15 minutes, for that episode 10, I don't know how you can do it better. I really don't. I have no answer for you.
I feel like, so this is a stupid story.
The slow motion.
Dude, it's so good. And that's just the start. Bro, I knew that once they had some DBZ ass yelling, I said, yes! You're reaching my core. They had some pan shots of niggas yelling. I was like, yes. That's my energy.
Yeah, I'm there with you where it's like, we've done it. Like we've created life. Like there's nothing beyond. And then Alexander wept, for there were no more lands left to conquer.
There's just no way you can look at that. Look, who can do that? Hey, we show clips. It was so cool, dude. It's so
That's
cool.
why I'm doing it like 5 seconds at a time.
The last one was only like 10.
Oh, damn.
And cut off the 2-3 minutes ahead before.
We gotta.
There's no sound.
We'll figure it out how we can do that in the future. First run through. It was. I struggled to talk about. I didn't know how I was gonna articulate it because I couldn't articulate it at home. Like I just straight up was astonished by what they did. And I mean, I love. Trust me, you've seen all the way through JJK too.
Yeah.
And don't get it twisted. Up until this point, straight up, I was like, if it's fight scenes, you ain't topping JJK. Because, I mean, to me, they had it on lock. They did their shit great. And then Demon Slayer said, y'all forgot who the fuck we are, huh? Y'all thought we were just chilling. Y'all keep complaining about that moving train. Call me up. Ufotable called me up. They said, we heard your review. We heard you. Nigga. Like, and then just hung up on me. I said, all right, cool. And nah, dude, it was
Yeah, I'm willing to forgive that first half.
Dude.
Because I think they're like, all right, we're gonna need some more time on this last part. So instead of animating Mugen Train, just split up the movie.
I'd be willing to forgive it if they reused animations at this point. It was like we were getting to it. Like,
Bro, I ain't never questioned any football again. I said, play that shit back. Shit, hold on. If they start the next season with a replay of this, I'm cool. So just start off with the replay of this. But no, it is
cling, 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 clang.
No, like that's paused.
Yeah.
Every color on the fucking spectrum. You got red, yellow, orange, blue, green, in between.
There's even violet, like in between.
In between. Who does that for fun? Just they're like, this is us. But going back to the plot a bit, the other part about Demon Slayer, even knowing the story, like I always hate it when protagonists kind of like come out without at least getting their ass beat a little bit. Like,
yeah,
it's what makes Luffy dope. Nigga always getting wrecked. He's just resilient as shit. But Demon Slayer, like, there's points where if you don't know what's coming, like that. I mean, shoot, they ended off an episode. I was like, these guys lost. They just lose. That's it. End the season here. They lost. Game over. There's no reason why this demon should have lost. Got some hack shit.
Nezuko literally had her head chopped off, and I was like, fuck, it's over. Like, it's done.
Yeah, but the rules are it needs to be by a demon blade or whatever. She just got it punched off, didn't she? I don't remember too well.
I mean, she got like it cut. She got it all cut up, but like, I mean, her body was in pieces.
Yeah, but it was cut by like the fabric, which isn't the blade.
Because she said I'm gonna cut you all up. No, like it doesn't. Yeah, like if your head's cut off, like it doesn't work unless you have the sword. But she was gonna cut her head off and then just have her hold her until the sun comes.
Oh yeah.
But no, I mean, like they have a sense of bleakness that's still there. That feels like there's still stakes, right? Like you know that, like you said with the last season with Rengoku being killed, you know that characters can die, and you know Demon Slayer is a series where they're not afraid to give permanent injuries to characters. They straight up will, and it's just with the stakes combination with how they're presenting the animation. Like I don't know how you can top what they did straight up.
Before you get to the epic fight, episode 9, the way it ends, I was really,
and it was that was a great episode too. We talk about the Nezuko stuff, like when they're fighting on the roof, that's cool too.
I mean, I was like in despair because I was like, I had to wait a week to like figure out what happened because I thought that was it. Like the wives got blown up. Inosuke got fucking stabbed through the heart.
Oh, yeah.
They gave him this moment and said, "Nah, bro. It's like, see that nigga on the ground over there? You're not as strong as him, so I'm coming for you."
Oh, also the Hashira was blown up, missing a hand.
Which he doesn't stop. He did that entire scene without a hand. You are not as cold as him.
And then there's big explosion that fucking traps people under rubble and shit.
Like, I mean, what is it? You leave off the episode. I mean, you start the next episode. Tanjiro's getting
sunned.
Getting sunned by the demon. He said, "Look,
you're a bitch.
You're a bitch. You ain't. You should have told me that's your sister, dumbass." I said, "You ain't a real older brother. You're supposed to protect her."
I did a good job protecting my sister.
Like, what you at? Hold up, I got the idea for you. You gonna drink this blood right quick, whether you like it or not. And we gonna make this work. And like when you later on and you see like. And it's a really, and just to say some of the depth of Demon Slayer, because once again, Marcos is 100% right. Some of the best stuff they do is with their demons. It's not with the main characters. And you see that, hey, when he was offering the blood to Tanjiro, like that was an extension of something that happened to him. Like he was like, hey, look, like while he was clowning on him, he was still like, I'm legit trying to. Like, if you take this,
I was you once.
Like, you trying to protect your sister. To essence, like, even though he's clowning on him, he's like, I respect that you're trying to protect your sister. So you can have this. But no, they delivered on all accounts in terms of just the presentation, what they were able to do, and like it left off in a very. It leaves off in a way where, no more Demon Slayer is coming, but they always do a good job of just being like, cool, like if it ended like this, like that's how it ends.
They had a great epilogue. I didn't expect a great epilogue because when as heinous as these people have been, like literally the sister has been eating people for like ever. It's like,
and you still feel for them.
Yes, I did. I was like, when episode 10 ended, I was like, fuck these dudes. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't want them to get the sad ending. Oh, I still got the sad ending, and I still feel bad for them. They found a way to do it.
Because that's what they do. I'm gonna let y'all. Hold up. I'll do my closeouts here, and then I kind of want to talk about what's coming up next as best as I can without.
All right.
So overall, first of all, if you're here, I pray you watched it already, and if you haven't, go fucking watch it. What are you doing? At the very least, I don't care who you are. Go watch the new scene. Go watch that fight scene.
I came for Pokemon Arceus, and now I'm getting spoilers.
Shit, stay too long. I appreciate the support. Drop a sub where you bounce, but shit, for the second half of the season, it's one of those ones I ain't got 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. It's one of, like, that episode alone, like, you could have straight up given me no context, no season to watch this show. That's a 10 out of 10 season right there. But no, I mean, outside of just the amazing, mind-bogglingly, stupidly ridiculous animation, yes, I threw in every adjective I could. The storyline is still just going strong, and they're setting up the pieces to where, like, they give, man, if more shows can give you 12 episodes to where you meet and fall in love with a character like Demon Slayer does, character writing would be in a better place. And her strong suit is character writing. You see it with the demons displays. And so, 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend watching it. I'd highly recommend telling people to watch it. And I hope this is showing off, like, kind of the way that Demon Slayer there's a reason why it got so outside of its anime. There's a reason why it was, things that suck don't survive in Shonen Jump. They don't give a shit unless you One Piece. You ain't getting those passes, and One Piece don't get passes. They perform. But Demon Slayer was like was the highest was the highest selling, has all of that clout because of that amazing writing that she has in terms of her characters, and like they're going to introduce more for the first time. You're going to get into depth with them, and you're probably going to fall in love with them too.
Yeah, I agree. Moving on. No, 10 out of 10 for me as well. Really good season. This one did one of my favorite sort of like writing tropes, and that's the dark reflection. Because, yeah, like we mentioned a little bit, the main demons in this one are essentially an evil version of Tanjiro and Nezuko.
Yeah.
And like they don't really focus on it. Like usually when that trope happens, it's like, this is the big bad. He's the main boss and he's your dark half. Like, and this one's like, nah, he's the weakest one.
I just can't believe they come in. The guy comes in and clowns on us. You lost to this bitch.
The guy that killed Rengoku is like 3 times stronger.
Yeah, we could tell Rengoku lasted 5 minutes. He said, "Nah, I'm out."
But yeah, and all the characters in the anime so far have been really great. Like there hasn't been one that I'm like, I hate that guy. Like there's usually one. Even One Piece has like a handful of guys that I'm like, I don't like this guy.
Of course.
But so far I've been, even if they're like a villain, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not supposed, even if they're the heel and I'm not supposed to like them, the character is so rich. It's so well developed that like you kind of feel for him eventually.
I mean, and if you ever have a question in terms of what you feel, and remember, Demon Michael Jackson's here, and that already deserves this 10 out of 10. He's got swag. I don't know he wasn't in this season, but he's still got swag.
I don't know how they're going to make him any sort of redeemable, but we'll find out. I guess I'll have to. Okay. So every once
I
in
ain't
a
gonna spoil you, but I'm gonna just do this.
every once in a while, you see something that's peak fiction in that category. Like when you see The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, it's like it'll be a long time before I see a Western as good as this. When you see The Raid, it's like, oh, I've been watching kung fu movies since Jackie Chan and Rumble in the Bronx. It's gonna be a long time before I see something like as mind-blowing as this. And it's been a while. I haven't seen an action movie that I love as much as The Raid. And this
The Raid 2.
The Raid 2, but it's still the same thing. Like in the sense, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna remake the scenes but better. And this was that, and like, because I do love a lot of other animes. I mean, I'm watching My Hero. I'll give it like a B. I'm watching Attack.
My Academia B tier.
Yeah. But this is, oh my god! Like I don't know when I'll see an anime as good, because the story sequence is perfectly paced. You care for all the characters. The wives and even the Sound Hashira only have, probably if you added up all the scenes, like 20 minutes worth of characterization, but that was enough to make you care about them. Because it was just so rich and deep. It was like trying to think of like the thickest bowl of oatmeal the entire time. Like nothing is done without things. Even like when we go to the end with the brother, the sad epilogue, they had been like alluding to what their backstory was the entire time, and I didn't even know they were until everything came into scene, and I was like, damn, it's a perfect 10 out of 10. Like it sucks. This is only the second episode, and
Second season? Oh wait.
second episode of the Animexcellence, and we're already at the top of the mountain because I don't think anything we review for a while is gonna, definitely like not a movie or anything, is gonna get this higher praise.
I think you will. So I'm going to do a couple things here. I'm going to talk about some upcoming anime, but we'll save that for after. But I'll give you some things to look forward to. But I'm with you in terms of Demon Slayer. And once again, I'm going to generate some hype for y'all because so they've already done the announcement for season 3. That has been confirmed. And I'm not spoiling anything. You'll see the Hashira that are being focused on next. It's actually going to be the Mist Hashira and the Love Hashira. 2 that actually, in terms of characterization, have gotten 0. No sort of, even their design. There's one person's design is so just like, you'd be like, cool. Like, I mean, this looks like a dude. And then, of course, the love Hashira.
I thought they were both girls, to be honest.
No. I don't know if that's mentioned, but... man, how they got so much color on the poster? Look how much color on the poster! And so the arc is focusing on those two, or the upcoming arc is focusing on those two. And this is...
Somebody messaged or poll yesterday was their favorite Hashira.
Which one?
I mean,
the love
one.
Look, so this demon, this isn't really a spoiler because she's in a place of power, but Demon Slayer, you've already seen it with Shinobu, and you've already seen it with Nezuko. You've already seen it with some of the demons. It's one of those shows that does woman character really, really well. And you'll see when her fighting style happens, like, she's really, really cool. Both of their characters, like, they're not way more unique per se in terms of like their fighting styles, but their breath styles, I think, get more unique displays than someone like Tengen's, right? Who's like very reactionary on sound and is kind of like just explosion based. Like, theirs are a little bit more nuanced to what they can do. Her fighting style is so cool, and a lot of really crunk aspects that set up the final arc all happen in this arc. And so you have a lot of layers that are going to come into this, and then
this guy is so dope.
And then a lot of questions that you might want answered are going to come. Are going to start to be addressed here too. So it's a really good like arc to prep up what's to come after that. And if you want to bring up Marcos, if you don't mind, bring up a picture of all the Hashira real quick. I can give you a spot check here, but you've got a lot of things to look forward to. And to be honest, this is the arc in the manga that I have the least recollection on. I remember some of the information that like.
So the fact that Tengen in this season was like, "Oh, dude, you don't know what cool people are," and then it shows a picture of the monk. I was like, "No, I want to see the monk." That was about the only one.
So. I'm not going to spoil anything with him, but he's the last one you'll probably see, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
There's a reason for it. But when you pull up the Hashira again, this arc, I'm trying to think who else might show up without spoiling. Yes, you'll learn a little bit more.
I assume Tanjiro's friend shows up.
Do you? Yeah, I mean, he's in everything though. Like he sprinkles through. But yeah, you'll get some more Hashira love. You'll fall like. They'll do a good job. I do like the Mist and Love Hashira. My least favorite Hashira, I won't spoil. He's not the one that they take care of in this arc. But
it's the Snake guy, isn't it?
No, Snake Eyes. I like Snake Eyes Sass.
Then it's the white dude?
He's aight.
It's the white dude.
I love his fight, and his fighting style is super fucking dope. Like, it's just, he's a lot. But yeah, no, you have a lot to look forward to in terms of the execution. And just know that whatever you get next season, I will genuinely say, even this season, if you think that the action that was put on display was incredible, and it was, there is nothing I could describe. Like, having Ufotable in mind, there's nothing I can describe that will prep you for what they will have to do for that last arc. And if they do it the way that Ufotable does it, I don't know what's going to happen with Demon Slayer. I don't know. I know what they're going to do. They're probably going to split the last arc into 2 different seasons. They're for sure. It's just way too long. But also, you will see some of the most incredible shit these next few arcs that you're ever going to see. If they do it in Ufotable style, and so you have a lot to look forward to.
I mean, the one time I've seen Michael Jackson move when he killed the 2 or 3 random demons at the end of season 1, I was like, dude, how do you fight that? Like, that does not...
Bro,
and they were high-level demons, too, I remember.
Like, what Demon Slayer has done, right? They've sprinkled in some things. You saw, like... So, I've mentioned some of my Hashira stuff, but actually, this season dropped my favorite upper rank demon too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was actually he was in the flashback. He was the one who gave the demons their powers. He's so cool in terms of what he does and the way he operates and his fighting style. But yeah, like you're just seeing the sixth upper rank demon. There's 5 more of these fuckers. You still got number 3 chilling, who was like, yeah, I fucked up your mentor. And
I forgot about that, dude.
yeah, like Akaza, and you're gonna see these characters start to become more on display regularly. This is just the start.
Okay.
Now, in terms of, I know that you wanted to kind of close out with what we're watching, and sorry, I didn't mean to take the time. What are we doing, Marcos?
No, you did it perfectly.
Perfect.
It was just, what are you watching? What do you recommend coming out? Because I want to do more of these episodes. We hit double-digit viewers several times.
Oh, cool.
Like, people are digging this show. I myself am you know how like I took a step back from wrestling probably around John Cena, and it took Shinsuke to bring me back. That's kind of what Demon Slayer is doing. I'm hungry for it, and I've been watching a lot more probably since last year to now.
Have you done JJK yet?
I've not done JJK.
Do that. Treat yourself.
Okay.
You'll probably come back and say, all right, I get it. Because it does look good. They're the only anime that can have an AMV be a fight scene. Because they do. They just play a track and are like, all right, we letting it fly. I'll actually kick us off. And these are some trailers we can show, because they're trailers. We can show trailers. So one that I would say that's coming out from Mappa, I don't know if you've seen the trailer for this, but it's Chainsaw Man. And it's actually the one that I think that you will definitely vibe with, Marcos.
I'm not going to lie to you. This one got recommended to me already.
Yeah.
Like, it was, I forgot who, but somebody showed it. No, somebody showed me the trailer and was like, this is up your alley.
Maybe Jordan?
I think it was Jordan.
Oh, it's not. It's not going to be in here.
Oh, that's not it?
No. There you go. And oh yeah, I mean, Mappa's animating this, and they ain't having the Demon Slayer colors, but when you talk about that good animation, yeah, you in for a treat here. This one has. You want to talk about stakes?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. You don't see it in this trailer. Death is just normal. Death just happens. You be like, you could be a main character one day, be dead the next day. They don't give a fuck in this one. And it's actually something that manga-wise, I wasn't
Thrilled about?
I wasn't thrilled about it from the get-go, but it slowly won me over, and what they're able to do, right? And what they're going to be showing off. I know Mappa's just going to do it justice, going to take it to the next level. That's one I'm very much looking forward to in terms of what's coming out this year. Another one that you can play the trailer for here is Blue Lock, a sports anime. Blue Lock trailer. For this one, I'm gonna keep it $150. Some people will tell you Haikyuu's fire. It's alright. They're good. It's good. I'm kidding. It's good. Kuroko no Basket is my shit. I don't give a fuck about soccer until I watch Blue Lock. It's gonna be the best sports anime. Fight me on it, because they doing that good shit, making shit dramatic. And when you play this out, the whole premise is a lot of a lot of anime in general.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, it's kumbaya. We got to team up together to really execute well. What I love about this is it's just dudes who everyone in that room is looking out for themselves. And that's the goal. Like the coach guy comes in and he's like, I need your ego to be the best it can be. Whoever loses, basically you're in this place where if you lose, you don't get to play soccer ever again. Like you're banned out. You can't play in school, you can't play anywhere. And so everyone's just looking out for themselves, and it's a bunch of it's imagining if you have a bunch of a team of point guards.
Yeah.
That all have to play against each other to be the only point guard.
Yeah. I'll check this one out.
And
when does Chainsaw Man come out?
Ooh, October 22nd. I mean, not October 22nd, but October this
2022.
year. 2022. October of this year. And then JJK Season 3 got announced as well, but no surprise. I mean, Season 2 got announced as well. No surprise there. What I'm currently watching, watch One Piece if you're not. That's just my usual call out.
I break your legs.
I had a friend who's making it through One Piece. He just got to Sabaody Archipelago, and I said, "You're in for a treat." He was not about it for a while, and then he said, kept on telling him, "Water 7 will change your life. Stop." And he got to Water 7. He's like, "Fuck, you're right." So he's been on board since. And then new anime that I've been watching, Ranking of Kings. I know we got talked about earlier. Ranking of Kings is incredibly.
We might have to do our next episode on Ranking of Kings if
it
it's
is
out.
good. It is definitely something that it's don't judge a book by its cover sort of anime. And it's
The cover.
Yeah, that's the cover. It's really, it's like, it makes you feel good, and it also just pulls on your heartstrings. But also, like, it has, like, it's really cool because people die and stuff. Like, it's unexpected. You wouldn't expect it, but it's really cool.
Okay.
It's a charm. It is one that you will genuinely, like, be like, oh, shit, y'all doing it a little bit later. And it's the people who are doing, who did Attack on Titan Season 1. Like, they're the ones who do the animation for this one, so it's really good.
Check it out. JJ?
As for upcoming, he already mentioned Chainsaw Man, but something that I didn't expect to be as hyped as I am for it, Bleach! Final arc!
Right!
Bleach! It's coming back, baby!
I'm telling you, I'm gonna hear that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, yes!
I'm in! I'm back in!
Just for full disclosure, why I did that, Sammy, they have a straight up a black lady. You can't tell me that's not a black lady who's singing the main character's theme. Like, if you want to see some action. Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, Bleach was one that I wasn't like super high on towards the end. But so when it ended, I was like, well, it's over. And this trailer just got me hyped. I was like, all right, I'm back in. Like, I actually want to see this.
Dude, there's some shit that just takes you back to being a kid.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, all right, you got me.
Goku bouncing up and down in the Broly trailer. Like, I think that's all it was, but I was like,
Bro, when he...
Let's go. Square up, Broly.
No, I'll tell you straight up. Just talk about Broly right quick. When I said cardinal, and I mean this in the best way possible, cardinal Negro energy. Cardinal minority energy, straight up. I'm talking every Hispanic, every black person in that theater. When Broly comes off...
He's brown for a reason now.
That's what I'm saying. When Broly comes off rip and punches Vegeta and Vegeta smiles, I'm like, yes! Yes! Bro, I said, like, right before that, I was talking to my friend. I was like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this movie, and things are looking real good in this, like, moment, just monkey brain. I was like, yes! Fight!
So, like, racially ambiguous now.
They were like, shit, we got minorities that like this. We gotta make one. But yeah, that's the type of, it's that kind of tingle that I felt for that Bleach trailer. What about you, Marcos? Oh, wait, no. What are you currently watching? Excuse me.
Currently watching. I've been checking out Comey Can't Communicate on Netflix.
Oh, it's funny.
It's funny. It's a nice little slice of life anime. But yeah, I enjoy it a lot.
Ooh, I just went through Kaguya-sama Love's War.
Oh, yeah. That's on my watch list, actually.
It is hilarious.
This looks pretty.
It's very pretty. Yeah. Like, I like the art style of it. Like, she has like a goofy face and like a serious, like, pretty face. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like when it switches between the two, it always like gets a chuckle out of me.
I like Comey Can't Communicate. It's fun, says Arkham. Yeah, no, I would. I love slice of life anime probably more than actual anime, like on the regular. Like if I'm gonna eat it as a diet, like Bleach, the two movies that we got. How heavy are the dumbbells we left? Like you recommended that.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too.
That's a really good one. If you're looking for some slice of life that I've recently watched, outside of oh my gosh, I just mentioned Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Pop Team Epic. Watch Pop Team Epic.
Don't do that. What is it? I'll send it over your way, but it's oh my gosh, it's Bunny-sama.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about. It's heartbreaking as shit. I'm gonna send it your way.
I've been watching, or did watch, like in December, Tokyo Revengers, because everyone told me how sad it was, and it is way towards the end. But yeah, I was like, oh, it grabbed me really hard. That being said, right now all I'm watching, because Demon Slayer just ended, is Attack on Titan. I'm catching up on that. I just want to see the controversial part that everyone's mad about, because I think I'm about there.
How about just a sneak peek? How have you been feeling thus far
About what? Attack on Titan?
this season?
It's really good at mastering dread, and changing the dread.
It's like now it's just worse, but different worse.
Well, at first it was like, when it was season 1 or 2, maybe, it's like, are these really the only humans that exist, here? And then, I mean, I'm other people that read the manga, or maybe they're just smarter than me, were like, no, there was always stuff that told you that this wasn't it. And I was like, I didn't see that at all, but that's cool. And then season 3, that's when JJ checked out, when it becomes a political drama about the kings and the secret and all that other stuff. I was like, ugh. But now that I don't know how they just keep picking the worst things in the world and then expanding on it. Like, first it's man versus nature, these horrible beasts that can't be killed. Then it's like, oh no, everything you know is a lie, political drama. And now it's like, oh, we're going to war. Like, everything will be terrible now.
Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I think the only thing that's left is disease. That's the only thing that hasn't been covered.
I'm trying to think if that happens.
They don't have a COVID in Attack on Titan. That's the only thing that's missing.
The COVID was the Titans.
There's been a lot of people who've been ranking, Attack on Titan season episodes to Demon Slayer every week.
Yeah.
I don't care what you tell me. Demon Slayer clapped.
It runs away.
Demon Slayer clapped. At the start, Attack on Titan was winning more consistently, and then there's a 5-episode block where Demon Slayer clapped.
It starts out with a fucking war and paratroopers raining down from the sky. It probably would win the first 2 episodes when they're just dancing and playing guitar, but once it gets going, it's not even close.
Bro, I don't care what you tell me.
It also is probably a weird transition that if you go 1 for 1 on when they came out, it gets really slow. It has been really slow for 5 episodes. So as this picks up and is the coolest art style fighting that I've ever seen, Attack on Titan is oh, we're here in this dreamscape with Zeke arguing about philosophy of how we could change the world for 30 minutes. Yep.
Sounds like Attack on Titan. Dude, I've never been more. I've never been more excited for animation just in general. I just got Arcane. I just said I saw the best fight scene I could see in 3D animation, and then now I got the best fight scene that I can see in 3D and 2D animation. I don't know what y'all guys gonna do, but if this is the pressure test for what we expect to see, and the thing is, it's not even that other shows have JoJo looks great, Attack on Titan looks great. There's shows that are looking great, but we're seeing some of the peaks right now. Oh man, I cannot wait to see what else comes to the table.
I'm hoping this is a really far away hope that the Disney does something Kung Fu Panda-ish, that they see all this and it's we need to throw our hats in the ring and do something. Because they can animate really well, but I don't know if they can do it things to this level, but I just want to see them try.
To be honest, in a different sense, the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers trailer dropped today. It was funny. I said it was kind of funny. Fight me.
I haven't seen the Chip and Dale's trailer, but going back to them animating in one of the Toy Story shorts, the Toy Story That Time Forgot, where they introduced the Velociraptor toys. The parody TV show intro that those toys are based off of was animated by Trigger.
Oh shit!
Studio Trigger and Disney actually, you know what? Studio Trigger's been quiet for a little bit.
Oh, they're doing something.
I know they're out there in the trenches because they be like, okay, y'all talk about ufotable on Mappa. You ain't ever seen shapes like ours. We can't match you in colors, but we got shapes. We got ways that characters move. They may should be weird. Be you're on cocaine. I know we're closing out the show, and this is a great conversation. I'm sorry if you heard me gushing and yelling so much, but please, you need to understand. I mean, I'm gonna keep it $150 here. I watched the episode 10 high. So, whatever experience you had, mine was 12 times. And it left an imprint on my heart that'll never change. But yeah, dude, I'm not kidding you. It If you have any recommendations for us or you want us to review anything, please let us know. We're so open to suggestions. And while I can't guarantee that everybody will be able to watch everything, I can at least guarantee that one of us will try and do our best to watch it all. Whether it's me, or we've probably seen it. Whether it's me, JJ, or Marcos, we'll do our best to take any of those recommendations and follow through on them, unless they're actually donkey dick terrible. So don't do that to us. But
or if it's hentai.
Or if it's hentai, in which case that is me.
I will watch it, but I won't review it.
Don't want that out there.
I will watch and review it.
But that was the point that I was going to make at the end. If you message our Instagram and have a recommendation, something that you want to see, we're always hungry for more anime.
And then don't forget, if you're shout out to our big winners, Key, Tarlin, Silence Gaming, and don't forget we didn't forget about you, Link Punscan, and you still get some too. And we appreciate all you guys' support. You guys have been incredible with the subscriptions this month, and to be honest, like, we all just want to make more content for you guys, and all that stuff makes it easier for us to do that. We don't spend it on ourselves. We actually just put it into making the process happen easier and faster. There's cameras and lights here, so it's all very helpful, and we all appreciate it. But when we're not watching anime and you're not trying to stalk us on our Instagrams, you can always find us here at Animexcellence on Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes some other days. But what are we doing this Thursday?
So I might call an audible because I will not be here on Thursday. I have
what do we
prior
do?
Engagement. So it'll be probably Sam leading a Compo's episode. Because if we didn't do a Compo's episode, he also wouldn't be on TV for a week, and he'll be mad.
No, he wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't. But
It's been 2 episodes without me. It's enough.
You were on the Super Bowl. I thought you came in on.
He did the ad. That's it.
Oh, well, that has been 2 episodes. Well, Sammy, we're looking forward to it. I like Compass. We chilling.
So yeah, Thursday catch us. We'll catch them doing a Compost episode. We need to. It may be coming a little bit late, but I think next Tuesday we'll probably end up doing our NFL finale. We're just talking about the last game and
Sure.
what we can look forward to, and that'll be it. But until then, have a good night. Thank you all for stopping through, and check out Demon Slayer 2. I can't recommend season 2. I can't recommend it high enough.
Bye. Peace. Play Pokemon.
Watch One Piece.